Starring your host, the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin, and with me today is my friend,
Number one fan, Tim.
and he's not alone, but we're not quite there yet, so I'll explain. In honor of your second anniversary?
Yep, upcoming.
Second marital anniversary, we are going to play a totally different game, because this is a show of friends and games. So, today we'll be playing the Newlywed Game, with Number one fan Tim and Mrs. Number one fan, which is what I'm going to call her.
Okay.
What was your first impression of your wife when you met?
The very first time I met her in person,
Yes.
I thought she was gorgeous. Tall, but gorgeous.
Interesting. Thoughts about the first kiss?
The first real kiss,
No, the first trouser kiss. Yes, the first real kiss.
well, the very first time I kissed her was just on the cheek, so, first time I kissed her on the lips, her lips were very soft, I liked it. Yeah, it was very positive.
What were your thoughts on the first date?
I was extremely worried that she was going to excuse herself to go to the bathroom and then never come back. When she did excuse herself to go to the bathroom, I looked and she left her purse. I was like, okay, so she's coming back.
Or she brought an extra purse.
Gotcha, bitch.
Ooh, I didn't.
What if that was the dupe? And she's like, that stupid fucker thinks I'm coming back.
Yeah, so, because I was really nervous, because I hadn't been on an actual, date with somebody I didn't know. Because I was just coming out of my first marriage, so, I was really nervous. But it seemed like we were having a really good time, talking a lot and everything.
I should probably refresh that fact that this is your second marriage.
Yeah.
And if you are new to the show, I have been a groomsman in each of his weddings, and I told him that if he needs me, I'll go to bat for him a third time.
Which I'm never, ever doing a third time.
What were your thoughts at the moment of your marriage proposal?
I was drunk. Well, okay, I wasn't drunk, but
too late, I wrote it.
I had a lot of alcohol.
I'm gonna write drunk-ish.
And we were... Do you want the story or just what I thought?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, we were in the backyard doing yard work. It was 85 degrees outside. I was drinking Long Island's. And I was in murky, nasty pond water knee deep trying to do some stuff with the rocks and everything. And she was, over by the patio trying to do some stuff with plants. And I just kind of looked at her and just like, yeah, I think I want to marry this girl. So I asked her to marry me. And then a half hour later, she was there with me as I was throwing up. I drank too much.
If you died, would she move on to somebody else very fast or slowly?
I think she would go slowly.
Circling slowly. If she gave you a hall pass, what famous person would you bang? This is a highly unlikely scenario, which is built upon something that I saw in Curb Your Enthusiasm, where he had a one-time pass if he met a certain chick. I don't remember who it was, but he met her, and then he blew the whole fucking thing right out of the gate.
This is an Entourage, too. Who is your celebrity duelist or whatever? Anyone, huh? Any celebrity? Well, I want to say Carmen Electra, but I don't know if she's the same.
Oh, that's a throwback.
What? I have my favorites. That's one of them.
I know. That's a very 90s answer.
That's what I said.
At this point, it might be like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Yeah, after being with...
Dave Navarro, Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. I heard she had to have surgery to repair herself.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Vaginal rejuvenation surgery, huh?
I guess. Shit. I guess from modern stuff... Oh, Jesus. I don't even know the names of half the actresses nowadays.
What were they in? I
okay,
can help you with this.
Honestly, it probably the one that I got off the top of my head, Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. I'm writing Megan Fox, and now I'm writing toe thumbs. She's got weird fucking toe thumbs. How satisfied are you with your sex life? 1 is not very. 3 is, yeah, all right. 5 is very.
Can I answer this 2 ways?
Now, how the fuck am I supposed... You think she's going to guess that you answered it 2 ways?
Okay, fine.
The answer you think, not the answer you want to hear.
Well, I know, honestly. 3.5.
What do you think about during sex?
Control.
Control. That's a good one-word answer. Which leads to my next question. Who usually finishes first?
She does.
She does. Who's the noisier one in bed?
I want to say her, but it's probably
I fucking
50,
hope
50.
it's her.
Like,
why are you so goddamn loud?
it's not me so much as the bed.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm doing it. Oh, thank you for fucking me. Oh, I'm so happy you let me inside your vagina tonight. It'd be weird if you just made comments of that nature while you were fucking.
Yeah.
If she asked you to move for her work, would you do it?
No.
What's a bad habit that you have that she hates?
I bite my nails.
Nail biter. What's a bad habit she has that you hate?
Trying to narrow it down here.
Oh, that's awesome. God, there's so many.
What's the most annoying?
Farting,
I have
queefing,
to...
bad cooking.
No,
queefing.
she's an excellent cook.
I said queefing twice.
I have to say when she freaks out on me over nothing.
Quick temper. I have no input about women with quick tempers. I wouldn't know anything about being with someone like that. Thanks to
the Beast.
The Beast.
Well, if you listen to that other episode of the podcast,
yeah.
You know that I'm only exclusively referring to her now as the Beast.
The Beast.
Because if I keep saying my ex, people might think that we've been together recently, and it's been 3 years now.
You can officially just call it the Beast. That's like my ex. I mean, that's 7 years ago, so...
What's the worst name she ever called you?
Cocksucker!
Not like bad nickname, like in the heat of anger.
She's called me asshole before, but that doesn't really bug me. What really bugs me is when she calls me my childhood nickname that I hate so badly.
You know you can't keep us in suspense now, right?
It's 3T. Tiny Talking Tim.
Oh my God, I remember that
yeah,
now.
I figured you would.
Why the hell did people call you that?
I stayed at a farm for a week when I was like 12 or 13.
Uh-huh.
It was my dad's coworker's hobby farm. And his daughter gave me that nickname because apparently I talked a lot.
3T.
3T. That's the only... When she called me that, I get really annoyed. She calls me asshole, jackass, everything. Doesn't bother me. But when she calls me 3T...
How does she say it?
Usually in a funny way. Like, okay, 3T. But
that's
just
so
don't
cunty.
do that.
Oh, God, don't you just want to punch him in the fucking mouth when they do that? It's okay, you don't have to say. Sometimes I would want to punch
the Beast
in the mouth. Or tits. The kid at the playground, Jay, whose mom I was telling you about, she was asking the Juice about what she thought about the baby. And she's like, what do you hope it is, a boy or a girl? So before the Juice could answer, I went, stillborn. And she's like, knock it off.
Does this woman know you pretty well? Or
Not really. She's getting to know me more and more. This is another playground parent that I see all the time now. Mm-hmm. So now we're just friends. Like, his dad doesn't come out to the playground as much, so it's just me, Jack, with his mom, and then their next-door neighbors. Maybe it's their daughter babysits her nephew. I don't know.
Well, the reason I ask is some people might be really offended if he's stillborn.
I don't care. I said I wasn't stillborn. I was like, stillborn.
Well, I guess it's kind of what her reaction was. Just like, did she get offended, or was she just like, oh, stop it?
I couldn't tell. It was out of the side of my head. She's just like, oh, stop it. What's the worst name you ever called her?
I believe I called her a bitch to her face one time.
That's it?
Yeah.
Man, I am awful.
Why?
When I'd get into fights with
the Beast,
she'd start whining about something. I'm like, oh, are you going to cry now? Are you going to go on for 25 minutes like a psychopath about how awful I am? And then when I say one thing to you, you're going to cry? I got to deal with your cunty crybaby bullshit?
Well, that's because that's the Beast. I mean, I don't even think I've called my ex anything like that.
That's the nature of
the Beast.
I'm going to throw out a couple of random questions. I already forgot what one of them was going to be. Do you pee in the shower?
No.
Why?
Because it's disgusting.
Oh, my God.
I won't even pee in a lake when I'm swimming. I'll get out of the water. I'll walk through the trees barefoot and piss in the woods.
You christened your new boat in a lake that Neil and I have both shat in.
Yeah, I know.
On multiple occasions.
I know. I still swim in that lake, but that was many, many years ago. You guys shat in that lake.
Oh, it's still there. My DNA, it's probably very diluted, but 0.00001% of that lake water still contains my caca.
Probably. That's a pretty filthy lake, too.
What was the other? Oh, are there any of her friends that get on your nerves? Interesting. And now she hates you. This concludes number one fan Tim's portion of the question answer. Now I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to get Mrs. Number One and get her answers about herself. And then after that, I will bring them back down and we will ask them what they think the other person answered for the questions. They are getting the exact same questions. 15 of them, plus the 2 bonus dumb ones I just thought of. So we'll be back with Mrs. Number One in a moment.
Hey, Sipboard. You're listening to Blumpkin&Friends.
Welcome back. So I have sent Number One fan Tim upstairs, and I have brought down Mrs. Number One fan.
Hello.
I'm just calling you Mrs. Number One. That's just the easy, because we don't use names.
That's okay. I'm number one in the house anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Touché.
Whoa, coming in hot.
I'm going to go right out of the gate. It's 15 questions plus 2 bonus questions for fun. These are the exact same things I asked Tim. So just simple answers. If you want to expound more upon them, that is what we'll do. And then when we're done, like I said, we'll bring you both down here. You'll take turns sitting in the chair, and I'll get you to try to guess each other's answers.
Okay.
What was your first impression of him when you met?
That he was actually as short as he said he was.
Short. Did not expect that. Thoughts on your first kiss?
Oh my gosh, he was so shy when we were going in for the first kiss. It was hilarious. But I don't know if he told you what happened, but we were standing at my car and I had to get home because my mom was watching my oldest daughter that night. So she had called me probably like 4 times the hour that we were standing at my car.
Jesus.
But no, our first kiss was actually, it was good. It was a cheek kiss. So.
Oh, I'm talking. He mentioned that, but then he also mentioned his thoughts on the first on the mouth kiss.
Oh, okay. It was good. I had to teach him a little on how not to use so much tongue, but yeah.
Needed work. Your thoughts at the moment of his marriage proposal. And he told me the story. He was knee-deep in pond muck in the backyard, fucking around with some rocks. Mm-hmm. You were up on the deck doing some work. Apparently the sunlight and the sweat on you caught his attention.
I wasn't on the deck.
Okay, so he's already remembering it wrong.
Yeah.
We've established.
So he was right in his regards to him being knee-deep in pond muck. And I was actually about 10 feet away from him building a rock wall along the pavers for the walkway. He turned to me and he just sat back and he's just staring at me with this shit grin on his face. I'm like, why do you keep staring at me? And he's like, I don't know, just because I find you just so beautiful and I love you so much. I'm like, well, I love you too.
Isn't that sweet?
So he goes back to working and I go back to fixing the rock wall, and then he leans back again and I looked at him. I said, what? He goes, will you marry me? I kind of giggled and I said, yes, I will. So we laid in the grass out in the pond area for what seemed like an eternity. And then later on that evening, I was rubbing his back while he was throwing up in the toilet because he was drunk.
He said he was not drunk, and I came to the conclusion to tell him that he was drunk-ish.
Drunk-ish at the time, yes.
Of the proposal.
But I think over time it probably sank in, and that's probably why he was throwing up.
I like that it was the nerves of, oh, fuck, what did I do? Not all the alcohol, the Long Island iced teas he had been consuming.
Yeah.
If you died, would he move on from you fast or slow?
I would have to say slow.
Why do you think that?
Because he told me that I'm his soulmate, and he feels that I am the only one in the world that he can love the way he loves me.
Interesting follow-up. If given a hall pass, what famous person would you bang?
Oh my God. Gerard Butler. He is freaking sexy as sexy can be, and I love his accent.
It's an interesting pick. How satisfied are you with your sex life? 1 being not very, 3 being, yeah, I'm satisfied, and 5 being very satisfied.
I am very satisfied. I'm at a point in my life right now where my libido is down because of my age. I've discussed it with my doctor.
Is it to the point now where you're just like, I'm going to just pull my pants down and bend over the bed. Just do your thing.
I've actually said that to him a few times.
I don't know why, but I've heard multiple women, mostly much older than you, say, these days, if he just wants to give it to me, I just pull on my pants and say, just do your thing. I'm just going to bend over the bed and take a nap.
Oh, I'm just like, whatever. Lock up when you're done.
I'm not going to beg.
You know, honestly, there's some days where we're going at it, and I'm just like, I want this to be over so I can go to sleep.
Oh, no.
Don't get me wrong. I love having sex with my husband.
Oh, good for you.
I'm glad you said with your husband, not I love dick.
No, I love having sex with my husband. He is amazing in bed.
I wouldn't know.
No, I'm telling you. I'm being
he
honest.
Never talked the pants off me. What do you think about during sex? Aside from sometimes that you just wish it would hurry up and be over.
From this angle, I look really fat.
Body image concerns. Who usually finishes first?
My husband.
It's frustrating.
Who's noisier in bed?
Oh, God, I am. By a long shot. There was one night, I don't know if he mentioned this or not, but there was one night that we were downstairs and we were going at it pretty heavy.
Bing bong. Hello.
His oldest son, he was probably about 8, maybe 9. He comes downstairs and I had to stop because I was on top and we were on the couch, and at that time it was facing the other way.
Oh.
And Nathan comes downstairs. He goes, Mom, Dad, I heard a monster.
What do you drop your voice like 3 bass octaves when you're fucking?
Kinda.
Slap my ass and pull on my titties. Come on, this is supposed to be sex, not a handshake.
Oh,
Fuck
my gosh.
Me.
Yeah.
Fuck me so hard. If asked to move for his job, would you move for his work?
It depends on where it would be.
Out of state.
Depends on what state.
Putting down maybe.
If it was to the west, yes. If it was to the east, maybe. I have family that lives on the West Coast.
What is a bad habit you have that he hates?
A bad habit that I have that he hates. I would have to say leaving my dirty glasses lay around, like drinking glasses, and not throwing my pop cans away and leaving my pop cans half full. He hates it.
What is a bad habit he has that you hate?
Which one do I choose?
It's interesting. Are there quite a few?
Yes. Well, the one that I really hate is when I'm trying to talk to him and he just thinks I'm talking to myself. I will be standing in the kitchen, there's nobody else around us, and I start talking and I stop and I stare at him. And he's just ignoring me. He's playing his freaking video games on his phone, or he's looking through Facebook or whatever.
Or listening to my shows.
Or listening to your shows.
He's got the earbuds and he's like, what?
No, he's not. He doesn't wear earbuds.
Oh.
So
That's good. I'm glad that it's out in the open air for the family to hear.
the kids are usually never around. He doesn't let them listen to it.
Probably a wise choice.
Although we did let listen to it one day when we were in the van not so long ago.
How'd that go?
Oh, they loved it. They were laughing.
Which episode? It's not a
It
very
was about
kid-centric-
Linda.
Was it? It was about my mom?
It was the hangry one, the one that was Roger that.
Oh,
That's what it was.
Episode 7 of Blumpkin&Friends.
Yes, it
dedicated
was
to my
Roger
father
that.
for Father's Day.
That was awesome. But yeah, not getting back to the topic at hand, I will say either husband. If he doesn't answer, I will yell it at him. And if he still doesn't answer, I'll be Timothy.
That sounds pleasant.
Yeah. He has a tendency to drown out everything but his phone. And it drives me nuts.
What's the worst name he ever called you?
Bitch.
Simple answer.
Yep.
Once again, I outrank him. I've said some very angry things, and I have a very wide vocabulary, and I'm not afraid to let the C-bomb fly.
Yep. That I kind of gathered from your podcasts and whatnot, but
Well,
you know
when-
what? It makes you who you are.
It's
The beast.
She brings it out of me.
Yes.
Which, if you didn't know, I've been explaining this because it just happened. I decided I'm going to refer to her exclusively now as
The beast.
That fits her.
it. Just I could keep saying my ex or my kid's mom, but if I have
The beast.
now, she's not just stories. Now she's a character
Yeah.
with her own soundbite because I warp my voice when I say it in post edit.
Nice.
To which Neil's like, "Where'd you get that beast vocal clip from?" I'm like, "Dude, that's me with a vocal effect." He's like, "Oh my god, I laughed at that. It was so funny." What is the worst name you have ever called him?
Probably asshole. I throw jerk around a lot
Jerk. God, why do you guys talk so nice to each other?
because we love each other.
You're making my old relationship sound so much more dysfunctional.
Oh, my ex-husband was has a whole nother ball of wax.
Well, the previous episode, Sweep the Leg, it was about martial arts. It was with my friend Geo Fry. I call him G. His wife has said that I have the filthiest mouth of anyone she's ever met or heard, which I always take as a compliment. So I'm like, fuck yeah, still got it.
Yeah, I work with a bunch of men, so yours isn't the filthiest that I've ever heard, so.
Well, right, but I don't have to worry about sexual harassment charges when I'm around you, so I can let it fly with a different sort of vigor than these guys, hopefully.
Oh, well, I tell the guys at work it takes a lot to offend me, and it does.
That's like carte blanche to say whatever they want.
Pretty much.
That's a dangerous, slippery slope.
Well, I can handle it. I'm a big girl.
Do you pee in the shower?
Yes, I do.
High five. Smart people pee in the shower because it saves a fucking flush. You're standing in a toilet, basic. It is in a constant state of flush. It's like you're standing in a giant urinal that's cleaning you, so it's just your pee going down with like the filth. It's not like you're gonna have pissy toes because there's all that other water diluting it.
Right.
Plus, your piss is sterile. You could drink it if you had to. It's not a good idea. It doesn't really hydrate you. That's a myth. But pee in the shower.
It's funny that you asked me that because both our girls, and they love to pee in the shower too.
That's weird that it's like a treat to them. Like, I'm gonna pee in the shower. I'm gonna make sissy giggles all over the drain.
That's funny. She's just like, I gotta pee. Here it comes. Here it comes, mommy.
See, that's like Chi-Chi when we're at karate for the juice. And she's like, uh-oh, toots. More toots coming. So there's the juice up there doing her karate with the rest of the 5 and 6-year-olds. And Chi-Chi's at the table just like shaking her butt thinking it's hilarious. And I'm looking around like, I'm not mortified or anything. I'm just like, well, they're going to think that we're white trash.
Yeah. She rips ass like there's nobody. Oh my gosh.
See-
she makes the chairs and the tables vibrate when she
Why
does it.
is it that little girls toot so much, but when you all grow up, you act like you don't have buttholes?
Oh, I fart all the time.
But like trying to get most women to admit that they poop and that it's gross. That's why I had to do an entire episode about it on the podcast. Episode 31, The Great White Buffalo.
I
It's
like
about
that
girl
one.
poops.
I am not shy when it comes to poop. I talk about it all the time.
Final question. Is there any friend of Tim's that you don't like or that gets on your nerves?
Do I have to answer that?
He did.
Oh, God, it's easy for my friends.
I'll just scramble the name. It's just more or less the sentiment.
Yes, there is one that I have some issues with. I don't feel comfortable saying who it is, but I mean, I don't like their attitude a lot.
Uh-oh.
He's probably going to know who I'm talking about.
Well, it's obviously not me.
No. But I've had discussions with my husband about it, and I mean, I love all his friends dearly, but one of them just irks me a little.
I'm going to write down yes, but anonymous.
Yeah.
This concludes the question portion for Mrs. Number One Fan. Now we're going to bring Number One Fan Tim back down, and we're going to ask her to guess what his answers were, and then vice versa, which is where all of the comedy will come from, because I feel like it's a slow burn to get into the funny stuff, and we'll see if we can cause a divorce.
You're listening to Blumpkin and Friends.
We are back. I have brought Number One Fan Tim back into the studio / workshop, and we're sitting here, the three of us, myself, Number One Fan Tim, and Mrs. Number One Fan. Well, our 3 daughters are upstairs, hopefully not destroying my fucking home. They've been warned.
Are you nervous?
No.
You might have to talk a little louder.
No.
Okay. Well, Mrs. Number One, what do you think his first impression of you was when you met?
That I'm tall and I'm beautiful.
He said gorgeous first, and that, wow, she's tall. It's pretty good. That's a good one. Thoughts on your first kiss?
That it was wet and passionate.
He said that you had soft lips and had a positive opinion of it. Soft lips. That was his takeaway. What do you think his thoughts were about your first date?
We had an awesome first date.
Tell us about where you went.
We went to Billy's Bar and Grill.
That's a poor choice.
Well, it was the first place we met. We wanted to make sure it was somewhere public.
Somewhere public.
It was
Well,
neutral and
yeah.
nothing shady could go on.
Well,
Do you know anything about Jackson Street in Anoka? It's full of
The Beast.
and people like
The Beast.
we met on the internet, so
All right.
We
That's
had
already
never
off to a swimming
physically-
start.
That was the only place I could come up with where we both knew where it was.
yeah. So, other than that, what was your question?
What were his thoughts on your first date?
I do know that he was very thankful that when I had to get up and go to the bathroom that I left my purse and my jacket there because he knew I wasn't going to run away.
He said he was worried he'd get ditched, but then when he noticed that you left your purse, he felt at ease. We're doing pretty good here. We're doing pretty good. I better get the official
We're good on her end.
Blumpkin and Friends pen and start ticking off correct answers here. What do you think his thoughts were at the moment of his proposal?
This is it. I'm never doing it again if she says no.
Well, like I said, we established... He said he'd been drinking Long Island's, and I'm like, so you were drunk? He's like, I wasn't drunk. So then we came up with drunk-ish.
I wasn't drunk.
You were half in the bag.
And
But that's not drunk.
okay, so let me see if
Whatever.
I can read my own fucking handwriting here. You were doing yard work. You said she was where?
Next to the patio.
Patio or deck?
It's a patio. The block patio in the back.
You said she was on the deck.
And
Or
I wasn't
by the deck.
working on the plants.
Whatever.
Good memory you have.
Whatever.
And we've got tension.
I didn't say deck. I said patio.
He
Go
was
back
sitting-
check the audio. She was, over by the patio.
And it would appear that that was my fuck up.
He was sitting there, knee-deep in the pond scum, and he was just looking at you, and he just thought, you know what? This is it. I want to marry this girl. He did not say, well, this is it. If I ask her and she says no, fuck it, I'm never doing it again. I'm giving up. I'm taking my dick off the map and moving away. So if
Okay.
Tim died, how fast do you think he assumes you would move on? Fast or slow?
Slow.
He said slow. If given a hall pass, what famous person would he bang?
Sandra Bullock.
That's who I was thinking about.
First he said Carmen Electra,
That
And
was his first one,
And
yeah.
I chastised the date on that answer, the relevance. And then he said Megan Fox.
I forgot.
And then I wrote down toe thumbs next to her name.
She does have some fucking weird
See?
thumbs.
I've never seen her feet, but I'm sitting there when you
No,
asked
No,
her
dude, her thumbs look like
Her thumbs
toes.
look like toes.
Oh.
They're beastly.
Okay, well, again, I never really...
No,
when he
every-
asked me, I'm just
every-
like, God, who is that chick? Dark hair. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, it's Sandra Bullock. He goes gaga. And...
In reality, yes, it's Sandra Bullock or Carmen Electra.
See, this is why I asked you to say what she was in, and we'd work our way back through my pop culture database in my head.
I just remember... Yeah, what that one that she moved up?
Miss Congeniality?
No, not that one. She went up to Alaska with her secretary. They were trying to pretend to be married. So
The Proposal.
the proposal, yes.
I never
Because
saw
this
that
is
one.
all she's covering.
It was Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, no.
I
That's...
remember that scene.
I was thinking about Ryan Phillippe.
Why?
He's hot.
That was random.
Well, you said Ryan, and I thought
So
Phillippe.
if you find a copy of it, Cruel Intentions out,
I have a copy.
and then you might want to just smell her fingers. Know what she's up to.
I didn't really care for that movie.
You know, I really was into Ryan Phillippe's. What was her name in that movie?
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon. I was kind of into her too, in that movie. But
Yeah.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
How satisfied did he say he was with his sex life? 1, not very. 3, I'm satisfied. 5, very satisfied.
I'm going to say at number 3.
He said 3.5, so he was kind of, he was teetering. Somebody's holding out.
Yeah, I already... I'm not...
I'm not even gonna get half of these right.
Lot of awkward eye contact going on right
I'm
now.
not going to deny it. It's my age. I'll blame it on that.
I asked him, what do you think about during sex? And he said he thinks about...
Making sure he doesn't come right away.
He said control. I'll accept that answer. Right away? Really? Right away?
You know, when you're outside on a golf cart, it's kind of exciting.
Okay.
In other words, he's trying to tell you that my box is very magical to him.
Sometimes I can go forever, and other times it's just like, what? That's it?
It's weird that you say that to yourself when you're masturbating.
Oh, that's funny.
What did he say? Who usually finishes first?
He does.
He said that you do.
Wrong!
Half the time I'm like, are
Oh.
you done? Don't stop! Damn it!
That's like 1 out of 5.
I couldn't tell because at first when you said, are you done? I thought you meant like you're bored. Like, God, how long is it going to take? But then you're like, no, why is... Oh, there's... Okay.
There's times I don't get to finish at all.
Hello? Half the time I don't get to finish because...
Shit.
Okay, when we're doing it doggy style, yeah, I'll admit, I freaking come right away. Because it's just like...
Now
oh,
I'm
hell yeah.
picturing it. God damn it. This is why Richard Dawson used to do this shit with strangers, I think. Because then it wouldn't end up at one of your birthday parties and suddenly somebody says something. I'm like thinking of you making walrus barks now. Well, she's taking it from behind, biting a pillow.
No, I don't bite the pillow. I just drool all over it.
Ah. Well, there's worse fluids you could get on your
I usually
bedspread.
position the bed sideways so there are no pillows to drool on.
Yeah.
It's a smart decision. Who's the noisier one in bed, by his opinion?
Me.
He did say you. If asked to move for your work, would he do it?
No.
That is correct. What's a bad habit he has that you hate? What did he think you said?
That he doesn't listen very well.
He said biting his nails.
Oh, God. That is like, oh.
See,
I'm-
there's a tie there.
I'm constantly hitting him. I'm like, don't do that. Stop doing that. You're just like the kids.
I was using nail clippers last night. Look how nice and rounded they are.
Still.
Interesting.
I'll be sitting on the couch and all of a sudden I'll hear,
You gotta get better at it, dude. You gotta do it quiet. You gotta close your lips together. You gotta purse them tight while you nibble.
oh, I can even hear him when he's trying to do it other ways. I know when he's doing it. He gets all tense and his body just...
Because I'm going to get hit.
So now it's not even that he's that into it. It's a defense mechanism.
Yes.
That he's conditioned.
It's post
He knows.
stress disorder from being slapped so many times for doing it.
I asked him, what is the worst name she's ever called you? What do you think he said?
Asshole.
He mentioned asshole, but then he took it a step further and said, oh my God, I hate it when she calls me 3T.
Tiny Talking Tim?
Tiny Talking Tim.
What's the worst name that he ever called you, do you think?
Bitch.
It was bitch.
Yeah.
And then I chided him for his lack of adjectives. What did he say when I asked him if he pees in the shower?
He said no.
He did say no.
He thinks it's disgusting.
He does. And he's a vagina.
You are what you eat.
Oh, he's
Fair
got he's got the hair to prove it too.
Does eating
You are
pussy
not
put
helping.
hair on your chest? I've heard of like green beans and spinach putting hair on your chest, but eating pussy puts hair on your chest?
No, you say that he's a vagina. They're
Oh.
usually hairy.
Not the ones I like to see.
Did you give her alcohol before I came down?
I gave her nothing. You gave her a cup of tap water. I asked him if there's one of your friends that he does not like or that gets on his nerves. And he said who?
I'm going to take a shot in the dark here and probably say...
Yes, he said Isn't that great? That is great.
She knows me very well.
Moving on to the portion of the show where I ask number one fan Tim what he thinks his wife, Mrs. Number One Fan, had to say.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll be sleeping on the couch tonight.
That's fine. Sleeping with another person sucks. I'm a separate beds and separate bedrooms idea kind of guy, and it is a great way to save any relationship if you live together.
I do sleep a little bit better when she's not in the same bed as I am, but
I'm a bed hog.
at the same time I miss her.
Aww.
It's true.
I know. He can't sleep when I'm not home.
No, I sleep like a rock.
That's not what you tell me.
No, that's not.
I can't sleep. I miss you so much.
Oh no, I never said it like that.
I just want to point out that I've noticed the last 3 times he's been here, this has been his posture.
Yeah,
Back straight, elbow on the desk, other hand on his hip like he's in a goddamn Captain Morgan ad.
Oh, he always sits like that.
That's his dedicated podcasting
It allows me to control my
posture.
breathing and focus on my speech so that I don't have a lisp. I made it worse than it really is.
Right. Sometimes if I have bad posture, I sound like a bitch.
Oh, stop it.
All right, time to put you on the hot seat. Bucker, what was her first impression when she met you?
Wow, he really is only 5'6".
That is. She mentioned that you were as short or a little bit shorter than she thought you would be or you said you would be.
No, not sure. No, I'm the text conversation we had.
I
You asked how tall I was, and I was
Yeah.
just like, I'm 5'6", and you said, "Oh, well, most guys are 5'10". So, well, no, that's my height. And she's like, "I knew you were kidding," because that's the average height of guys is 5'10". So, no, I'm 5'6". She's
My
like,
reaction was,
"Oh,
oh.
How tall are you, Mrs. Number One?
I am 5'10".
Really?
Yes.
Because I swear when we got in here, you looked like you were like an inch above me, and I'm 5'11".
I just have really good posture.
Oh, whereas I do not. What were her thoughts on your first kiss? Not the cheek kiss, because she brought up the cheek kiss and how it took you fucking forever to make a move. Like
was
you were trying to
nervous.
open the combination on the door lock to Fort Knox. Those are my words, not hers. I'm paraphrasing.
it was in her. Let's see. Boy, he uses a lot of tongue.
She did say that she had to coach you a bit on not having so much tongue.
You don't like the way I kiss?
You use way too much tongue, and I told you that.
That was more recent. That wasn't back when we first started dating.
Because I was too, I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Oh, okay. Sure.
She said that he was shy, and then that I had to tell him to not use so much tongue. What were her thoughts on your first date?
He's got a lot of funny stories.
She just said good. Which is a safe answer where she doesn't talk about any sort of personality deficiencies she might have thought that you had at the time. Thoughts at the moment of proposal. What was going through her head?
I want to say at the moment I got down on bended knee, threw my muddy gloves off, I'm thinking she's like, wow, I think he's a little too drunk to be doing this.
I wrote down sweet in parentheses, so she must have said that you were being very sweet the way you asked, and that she's beautiful, and that you love her so much, and that you asked her to marry you, and of course she said yes. You were slightly wrong about the placement of where she was in the yard, I noted that, and that also that later on she was rubbing your back while you vomited. Let's get to the vomit portion. Now, would you say you were vomiting due to the alcohol you had consumed?
It was the alcohol and the heat.
Because she thought it might have been the nerves.
No.
Plus the alcohol.
When I asked her, I had made up my mind I was going to ask her. So
he was sure of it. He's like, I'm doing this shit.
So,
I'm sure of it.
And then
The following weekend,
we found out we were pregnant.
I asked her to marry me before I knew she was pregnant. That goes into books.
At least you did it in the right order.
Yeah.
Whereas I just make babies out of wedlock. It's so much cheaper when it's time to separate. You get to keep all your stuff. It's a clean break, mostly, except for the custody and the fighting.
The beast.
Oh, my God.
See,
Excuse
okay,
me.
maybe I should put that that annoys me.
Pardon you, Mrs. Number One.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hold it in anymore.
I'm not going to edit that out. You can fuck yourself. If she died, how fast do you think she assumes you'd move on? Fast or slow?
It's slow.
Slow. Yes.
You kind of gave me that answer before, so.
Well, yeah, and also because I know I'm your soulmate.
Irreplaceable.
I am. Every guy I've dated and divorced, my ex-husband, they all say that they can't live without me.
Oh,
Listen to her on her high horse.
Yeah.
I'm not on a high horse. You should seen some of the text messages my ex-husband sent to me.
Is he still send them?
No, because he knows better.
Okay.
Pussy has a power over us. I think all men understand that, except for gay men.
Hi.
Think about little dicks jumping over fences as they lay in bed, as the AIDS eats away at their hearts. What? Oh, that's insensitive. All gay men don't have AIDS. They have to have HIV first. If given a hall pass, what famous person would she bang?
Either Hugh Jackman or Gerard Butler.
Wow, he got it. He got Gerard Butler. How about that?
Yep, I knew he'd get that.
Sandra Bullock.
I can't believe you couldn't remember her name.
I want
I
you
was
to
on the
go
spot.
home and Google Juno Temple topless. All right, just go look at Juno Temple's tits and tell me you don't go, yes, ma'am, I will watch all of your movies.
No, I got a phone right here.
No phones during the podcast.
It messes with
I thought this was the
everything.
show.
This is the show. Goes for both. How satisfied is she with her sex life?
Ooh.
1, not very. 3, I'm satisfied. 5, very satisfied.
This is where payback comes in.
Don't do it. Don't be a vindictive dick about
No,
it.
honestly, I have to say she probably said 3.
She said 5.
Really?
Good for you, buddy. High five.
Right. All right. Even after she said, I almost never get to finish.
Yeah.
You get to finish almost every time, and sometimes more than once.
Yeah, I will admit that there's usually at least 3 or 4 wonderful, large orgasms that I have, but...
Why are you describing them like they're turkey dinners?
I'm hoping she's just trying to get herself wet for later.
Well, you're sitting on a wood chair,
Well,
so
I
wait
told
until
you.
you go. I don't want the seat to warp.
All I told you need to do is just start rubbing my shoulders.
Yeah, I know.
And does he ever?
I
looking
was
at me like I know.
Last weekend I was a lot, and I got nothing.
I'm going to assume that was a rhetorical question.
No.
We were with your parents.
I did it Monday night, too. Did
Hey.
I? No.
Odd question off topic. Have you ever seen his dad naked, either on purpose or by accident?
No.
See, I have. Okay, we've established that I accidentally saw his father
Most
naked.
people have.
I think the guidelines were probably set well before I even came into the picture.
Meaning what?
He knows he has to wear underwear when there's other people in the house besides just mom.
Does he go commando?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's weird. And now I have to look at your father in the eyes next time I see him and wonder if he's wearing any undergarments.
When he's
during
wearing
the day-
clothes, he has them on. It's just that he wears a robe that leaves little to the imagination, so to
He
speak.
wears those little Japanese short silk robes.
Like if he bends over,
Your father
it'll be a full moon.
struts about in a fucking kimono?
No, it's really short. Picture where your balls hang.
Do his balls
Add
hang
2
low?
inches.
Do they wobble to and fro? Can he tie them in a knot? Can he tie them in a bow?
I don't know.
Can he throw them over his shoulder like a continental soldier?
Probably not.
Do his balls hang low?
Yes.
Song time. What does she think about during sex?
I hope the kids don't knock on the door.
Not even close. She's worried about if she looks good at that angle, and I put down body image concerns.
Baby always look good.
Well, to you I might, but
Yeah, what, you're acting like you got a candid audience watching via internet webcam? Or what?
no.
I hope the neighbor that's peeking through the blinds and beating his meat along the side of the house looks at my tits and thinks, yeah, those tits look
That's
good.
a good angle.
No, see, the thing about it is, I don't know if my husband knows this or not, but I watch his face a lot, and he doesn't really.
Oh, that's creepy. Don't look us in the eyes during.
He doesn't.
Half the time, you're not even facing me.
He doesn't look at me. He doesn't
Point to number one fan, Tim.
look at my eyes and say, I love you all that much, but it's just.
Well,
when-
it's mixture. Do you want dirty talk or do you want love talk?
I
Because
wanna-
you seem to
I
really
want-
react to the dirty talk.
Yeah, I do. As much as I do react to it, I for some reason can't make it come out of my mouth.
You don't need to.
Yeah, you should be worried about what's going in your mouth.
Usually a lot of air.
Mommy, there's a monster.
Who did she say usually finishes
I told
first?
him about that.
She did tell me about the monster story with your oldest
The
son.
oldest, the 12. The now 12.
Almost 13.
The number's not
Could
important.
you repeat the question?
Who did she say usually finishes first?
Okay. She said I finished first.
That is correct. Who's noisier in bed? Who did she say?
And I said her. I think she said her.
That is correct. If asked to move for your job, would she do it?
I think she would.
She said maybe. Yes, if out west where she has family, maybe out east.
Oh, okay.
No one addressed Canada.
Depends on who our president is.
I asked her, what's a bad habit that she has that you hate?
Was it the yelling thing?
The yelling
What?
thing. There's air quotes going up.
The yelling thing. I don't
Where
know what you're
you
talking
yell at me for nothing?
No.
Oh.
She said when she leaves her dirty glasses and half-empty pop cans around the house.
Oh.
Because
Well.
you always pick them up and you look at me with that stern, don't do this again!
Well, we talked to the kids about it, but
I know.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
that's
kids,
not-
who the hell's running the marathon in my kitchen right now? A 3, a 5, and a 6-year-old are up there, and hopefully nothing's getting broke.
I hope the cats are okay.
I think they're in the basement. Boomer went to hide, and Buddy's off being a dick. Being a cat dick.
no, we know what I hate more than you leaving half-empty pop cans and glasses all over the place. When you don't open up your Tupperware from work.
Oh, I do that just for whoever's doing dishes. They can have a nice little surprise.
Like when I decide to do the dishes instead of making the kids do it.
Sure.
Kind of a bitchy move.
My God, you're a wicked woman.
I know.
What is a bad...
One of these days, I'm sorry to interrupt, but one of these days I'm going to take one and stick it in your van and open it up right before I go to bed.
Ooh.
You know, what's the difference between that and our kids leaving crap and nasty shit in my van anyways to make it smell? Like the day picked up a frozen pickle and left it in my van. The next day my van smelled like rotten pickles.
Well, could have smelled worse. Could have smelled like an old lady's cunt in August. Or like McDonald's during Lent.
Yeah.
McDonald's at any time.
They're very similar scents. What is a habit that you have that she hates?
Oh, I'm going to say that she doesn't think I listen.
Oblivious to her voice, and she'll go, husband. Husband! Husband!
Sorry, I'm reading. I'm concentrating. I'm daydreaming over here.
Now she says you're playing on your phone.
Reading.
No, you're
I
playing...
read news articles on my phone.
What is that game that you're playing? What is it, Angry Birds?
Not all the time. My phone did a hard reset. I have to redo all the Angry Bird levels.
Oh, no.
I need 3 stars in each.
What is the worst name that you ever called her? What did she say it was?
Bitch.
It is bitch. What is the worst name that she has called you? What do you think she said?
Asshole.
She did say asshole. She did not bring up 3T.
Tiny Talking Tim.
I didn't.
I asked her if she pees in the shower. She said what?
I'm hoping it's no.
She said yes.
Ah!
And then I said I do too, and I said only
God,
smart people do it. And then we high-fived.
I am not cleaning out that drain anymore for you.
Oh, and by the way, your daughters do it too.
I'm buying a new house.
Did you not know that?
No.
Do you think nobody ever pees in the drain? What do you think the boys do when they're in there?
I'm hoping they go in the toilet.
No, who the hell gets out of the shower to go sit on the toilet and back in the shower?
I just wait until I'm done showering, or I'm smart, plan ahead, piss beforehand.
No, that's you never can plan. Sometimes the water stimulates the bladder with the hot, relaxing muscle release, and sometimes I'm just like shampooing or washing my face. I'm like, here we go. I take a breath, then goes the pee, and I'm still washing my face. I'm doing both. Sometimes I got to turn around in the middle of soaping, and the pee's like on the wall in like a U-stream shape. I don't care because I'm the one that cleans the shower every 6 to 9, 12 months.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Congratulations to all of you. All you people who piss in the shower, congratulations. It ain't me.
I will have to tell you that I used to make our youngest get out all the time to go potty. But at some point, I just said fuck it because I'm tired of letting her go in and out when we're in the shower and I just want to get her washed up. So I said, just go. But Daddy's going to be mad at me. I said, I don't care. Just do it. And now,
can I just pretend we never had this conversation?
And now she does the pee-pee dance in there when she's got to go, I got to go potty. I got to go potty. Here it comes.
In the
Here
rain.
it comes.
You act like she's taking a shit and doing the waffle stomp. I mean, you know what that means, right?
Mm-hmm. No.
The waffle great pattern of the drain in most showers versus, tubs. It's called doing the waffle stomp.
Do you remember when our 8-year-old pooped in the tub when she took baths?
Yeah.
And you yelled at her so bad that she was so afraid to poop ever again.
I didn't yell at her that bad.
You gave her a doo-doo complex?
I just said if you need to go potty, you get out of the tub and you go in the toilet.
Oh, she was scarred for like 6 months.
Well, at least she hasn't seen me naked.
Touché. Neither have I. I just like to point that out. I've not seen him naked, but I've seen his dad naked.
Well,
that's what I'm referring to as my dad.
She saw us having sex twice, so she saw you naked.
Oh.
No, we were under the covers halfway.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, we were.
I was fully exposed.
I was on top of you.
I was on top both times.
No, you weren't.
The
first time you were.
The first time you were on top. The second time I was on top.
Why do you always have to do that at night? Because Mom won't let me do it during the day.
Well, I have done a blog about danger before because danger is sexy.
Yeah.
Very sexy. Maybe I should rehash that for an episode of the podcast. Bring that back.
I was attracted to bad guys when I was younger.
You should say bad boys. 'Cause when you say bad guys, I think of like Megatron and Cobra Commander.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
We're not even playing Guess Who karaoke, and she breaks out in song.
She can really belt it out. You want to hear some tone deafness? I can belt that out.
No, we will save it for Guess Who karaoke. What the fuck is that sound?
The toilet?
It could be. I don't know. Anywho's it. I asked her if there's a friend you have that she does not like or that annoys her. What did she say?
I'm going to say more recently, probably.
Oh, how dare you!
Not the one down the street.
No, I like.
Okay. Because sometimes I talk about him, you just seem kind of like, oh, okay.
Well,
okay.
You talk about work a lot.
Can I have a second guess?
Sure, why not? I don't care.
I got nothing.
She was anonymous. She wouldn't say. She's like, there is someone, and they get on my nerves, but I don't want to say who it is because I want to remain arbitrary
Because they
and
might
not
listen to the show.
make anybody butthurt. I added the butthurt part. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Oh, you know all about butthurt, don't you?
I'm not
Hello.
against anal. I know
Wait.
you love it.
What? Oh, God damn it.
Love is a strong word.
We're never going out to eat together, all of us again. And if we do, we're all sitting on the same side of the table, so I don't have to sit there and somebody picks up a fucking onion ring, and I got to think about you going backdoor on the wife.
Oh, I love anal sex.
Ah, jeez, she said it out loud.
Twice now.
I'm never gonna eat
Find a
another
happy place,
Hunt
find a
snack
happy place,
pack
find a
again.
happy place.
I
So she didn't answer the question, is what you're saying.
She answered it without answering it. She played it safe. So, just to review, Mrs. Number 1 with 10 points, and Number 1 Fan Tim with 7. So it turns out that the Mrs. knows the Mr. a little bit better. Interact with the show on the new show Twitter page, at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can interact with us as a group on the show page, facebook.com/groups/Blumpkin, A-N-D, Friends. I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
This is Too Much Tongue Tim.
That's also 3 T's.
Oh, and I'm Too Much Tongue Tim's wife.
Good night.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary.
Oh, I love anal sex.